Hi, my name is Gray Miller, and for the second video in my series, I'm going to be presenting on the transactional leadership style. So this is a leadership style that is heavily dependent upon mainly just routines, and then also a sort of reward and punishment system that is emphasized by the management themselves. So, like I said, it's an exchange-based leadership style, and what you want to do with this style for managers that are employing this is to establish clear goals, provide feedback, and use the rewards to motivate the employees. It's heavily dependent upon formal authority and positions of power and their expression of that power. So a few advantages of the transactional leadership style is that it has a clear structure. So everyone's going to know their place, everyone's going to know their job and exactly what to do in it. Also, it can be highly efficient just because it's based heavily on routine, and so everybody's jobs are very well defined, and there is a clear reward and punishment system for if you do your work and then if you don't do your work. It's consistent. Same thing goes back into the routine. Everybody knows their job. Everybody's doing the same thing every day. You get pretty good at that. You start specializing in what you're doing just because it's pretty routine. Rewards and recognition. So this leadership style does recognize good work, and that can help keep employees on task just because they'll be more focused if they know that when they get the work done, there will be a reward waiting for them. Some disadvantages of transactional leadership are lack of innovation. So with this style, you can kind of end up stifling creativity sometimes just because everything is so routine based and everything is so dependent on the manager punishing or rewarding you for good work. And so you get kind of stuck in this cycle of just doing the same work over and over, which can cause a lack of innovation because there's not really much creativity flowing if you're doing the same thing every single day. This can also result in low morale just because the reward system can be really good for motivating, but it can also be one of the biggest disadvantages of this leadership style just because employees can become scared of being punished, and so they might not do as good work just because of that fear. If they have a deadline that they're not sure they're going to meet and they know that they might get demoted or taken off certain projects if they don't meet it, that can cause pretty low morale. And then also the fact that it's routine based, that is one of its biggest advantages, but people get tired of doing the same thing every day. And so at a certain point, your employees probably will get a little bit tired of doing the same thing every day, and that can cause them to have low morale. Limited flexibility. There is no change in the day-to-day pretty much for all employees and even for managers too. So nothing's really changing. The people can get bored, and it relies on that routine. The biggest emphasis of this leadership style is the emphasis on routines. Everybody's doing the same thing. Nothing's changing. Can cause kind of boredom and low morale, like I said. So does transactional leadership have a place in the information sector? I would say yes, just in the sense it belongs in companies that aren't creative based. So companies that are looking to innovate and change the information technology sector, I would say no. But companies that are doing maintenance and then, project management, stuff like that, where it's kind of just, data entry and things like that, yes, 100% transactional leadership does belong here. But for creative companies, if you're trying to create something new, like if you're trying to create the newest, EV or something like that and change the electric vehicle market, I would say no. I would say don't do that, because then managers are just going to end up punishing a bunch of creatives for, taking their time thinking of something new, which will never go over well. So, like I said, I think it does have a place, but it needs to be in a sector of the information technology business that is simply just very routine based and not heavily creative at all. Thank you.